Hello and welcome everybody, this is MOS with another episode of MLB 2K10 with Hardball.
You're out.
You know, our awesome fucking pitcher guy. This is a highlight video of Hardball's fast track to the majors. I forget exactly how many games I had him pitch before he got there, but it really wasn't all that many, and he's there now. By the end of the episode, you'll see. He's thrown a few Ks here. And that's what I meant by the highlight video. Although there is something I want to show you. It's not this next clip, but it's the one after, which I'll get to, I guess, in a few seconds. And he's out. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Anyway, in the game you can throw like perfect pitches, which I'll show right here. This is a perfect pitch. So he's throwing his hard ball right there at 88 miles an hour. Yeah, I know. It's not the greatest, but anyway. This is also a K. There's a few things I did want to talk about, though. And I wrote sort of like a list, because I keep forgetting otherwise. And my commentary is, like, completely shit if I don't. So yeah, he threw a whole bunch of Ks, which I got. He did finally get to the majors, which will be by the end of this episode. But not right now, of course. That's too far away. Alright, you'll see, this is like the thing, this is the, practice drill. I figured sort of how to get my aim better, since my control isn't the greatest yet. I sort of figured that if you throw really weak pitches, they'll stay basically where you're throwing it, or where you're aiming it. I didn't realize that when I was throwing the curveball, or until I threw it a couple of times. I was like, oh, I can't do that. Like, see how it stayed up there? That was where I was aiming to begin with. So here I'll throw it a little bit more, still weak, but I'll throw it a little more, and you'll see how it goes down a little bit. So I was like, you know what? If I aim it right there and I throw it really weak, like I just did, it's gonna hit right where I aimed it. Which is true. It did pretty much right where I aimed it. Now the circle change, I have to do the same thing. I threw a wild pitch, which did not help my my cause here, but I did eventually get it to hit correctly, and I ended up with that one. That one was a success. Yeah, the last one missed a little bit to the left, which is the thing about the circle change. For some reason, it likes to go a little left, and I find that a little annoying. Anyway. Here's a little bit more K-reels. At one of these I wanted to show was a pain. Even though it was shaky there, I can't believe that I got that. There's a few things I did want to show, like, I don't remember exactly which clip it is, but when it happens I'll let you know. There's one thing I don't like about MLB 2K10, or at least much I've played of it, because for some reason it does really weird things. When the ball comes straight back to you at the mound, if you're on the mound, like, no matter how high your anticipation is, your pitcher never grabs the ball. It's just sort of like sitting there staring at it and going like, what do I do with this? So, that could be a pain. Anyway, since the last episode, I also upped the difficulty. It's now on Legend, because otherwise it was, like, really boring and way too easy. I could get, like, a perfect game almost no problem. Almost no problem. And as you can see, we're actually almost to the needed, even though I'm playing on Legend. Pitchers rack up so many, it's just crazy. 7, yeah. And like almost there with the versus right and versus left. And then maybe this is the right one? I don't know, we'll see. There's definitely one I put in there. Yeah, like, they're coming back, or like, seriously, no matter how much anticipation I give my guy, he just does not pick that up, which I find really annoying, because it'd be really nice for him to pick that up. I could have plays on the mound where when I hit pitches straight to the guy, the pitcher always picks it up, which I find stupid. Anyway, I hit this one because it was bases loaded. I showed this one bases loaded. I brought in an RBI, so I thought that was something worth showing. But yeah, I could definitely throw a perfect game with a little bit of luck if it was on Pro, which is like the normal difficulty. So I upped it to legendary or legend or whatever it's called, and because like when I played by myself before I made the series, I'd gotten a 2-hitter before, and it really, like every time or every other time, I'd have some sort of like I'd get 15, 18 strikeouts a game. It was just insane, and I don't think that's realistic. So I upped it to legend so that I would at least be realistic when I got to the majors. I'd be close. And if you look here, I need to get it to 60, which I just did, by the way. We're in the majors now. We completed our goal, and I just upped a little bit of the pitches here and there. And yeah. So at the end of this episode, I'm going to add in a little bit of text to show Hardball's stats in the majors. I was thinking that would have been a good idea, like showing strikeouts and wins and losses, to just keep track of his Hall of Fame bid, which is where we want our Hardball to go. He'll be throwing harder pitches soon, and he'll also be getting more command over his pitches as well. That would have been my first game in the majors, which is a key game. I'll explain that in a minute, which is why I left a little bit of it in. But I don't get to play it because I was not pitching. But key games basically double your skill points, which as a pitcher means you get like 1,200 skill points a game if you get a key game. So you get so many points, it's just insane. I'm only an overall rating of a 66, but that's good.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball.
And there was my first major league strikeout.
Batter goes back over the outside part of the plate, 0-1.
And now you get to hear like commentary, which I'll probably reduce in the next
pitch
episode.
On the way.
This is his
strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Upton now to be very careful at the plate.
This is his first major league
speeds is so important
game
for a pitcher. You get the hitter
and you'll see the surprise ending
more
at the end
when
as
it's
well.
down in the zone.
And it holds at 0-2.
Anyway, he's doing quite well. That's his third strikeout of the game,
out number 2.
which is pretty damn good if you ask me.
Strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Upton now to be very careful at the plate.
It's 4 strikeouts.
Justin Upton looking at that one. Outstanding pitch.
This
that ends
episode
up
won't
in the
be
zone.
terribly
Strike
long.
one.
I recorded for about an hour and 45 minutes.
Looks at that curveball. It's a strike. He's behind 0-2.
Anyway, yeah, so I was recording for hour and 45 minutes, and just crazy. There we go. That's number 5. Yeah, this episode shouldn't be terribly long.
And he's in the hole now, 0-2.
It's just highlights. It's nothing terrible. Oh, there's number 6 strikeouts. But here's the end of the game. If you look, it's 3-3, bottom of the 9th. No outs.
You really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down
but
the zone.
no luck. My first game with Hardball. His first game is lost because, well, you heard it. You heard the guys call it. I lost first game 4-3, but it was still a really good game if you look at my stats there. ×2 for key games, so I got 745 points. Anyway, here's a look at the stats, and I will see you guys next time.